I think I am floating again. I am just on autopilot, and the only things it seems that I'm able to do are the ones that have been so ingrained within my psyche, I can't help but do them. And that is not to say I don't have any good defaults, you know? I do. So at least right now, even though I am the way I am, I'm still able to get a little bit done. However, you see the new things that are supposed to make up my identity in 2025. Some of them have been left by the wayside. I'm just not doing the thing. And one of the problems is a default, which is not a good default, that was ingrained within my psyche, is phone addiction. I have just been doing life like so, where I am moving, I am having conversations with people, but this thing is stuck. It's stuck. It's just, I can't let it go for a second and do things. And with this doom scrolling thing, I've also been pulled back to certain TV shows that, I don't know, man, they hit the spot when it comes to catering to my need for escapism. And I don't know, I'm trying to what is this, undo that. Because I mean, obviously, like, things would happen during the day that would lead me to resorting to my old what is this, coping mechanisms and stuff. um and it just is, I would autopilot my way to through like a 2 hour scrolling session, and I'm just like, YouTube shorts. And I don't know, it would take me a while to be like, wait a minute, this isn't what you're supposed to be doing. So when I realized, we'll say, hi, Bo, this is not what I'm supposed to be doing, I have made it a habit to just like switch off, close tabs, switch off phone. Well, I don't switch off the phone. I just close, like, shut. I lock it, and I don't know. I hope it's helping. I really do. I really do. But yeah, so that's my update. Hi, hello, my name is Wanda Singela. Welcome, heavily welcome back to my self-improvement channel. A channel where I hope to document my self-improvement in the most authentic and most honest of ways, whilst doing and logging not everything, because I think the three topics that are relevant to this channel, even though I'm not really talking about all of them right now, are words, wellness, web dev. So I won't be talking about everything in my life, so it's okay. But with regards to these things, I want to show my work, build in public, build this body. I would say build these glutes, but I'm not gonna stand up to show you, because I do somehow somewhat have a show up, but I don't think it's not bad. It's just that I have thick thighs, which, but now I'm scared. We'll see if I become leaner, like, whatever butt I have is also gonna go. Yes, I had other things to say. Oh yes, number one, I'm not sure who needs to hear this. This might only be a word for me, but you need to make peace with the fact that your gremlin, whoever that may be, will probably never change. So you're free to do the things that please you, and the things that give you joy, the things that you think are of value. Because in the past, living life for them, having them be one of the people who you sacrifice a lot to please hasn't helped you, babes. It hasn't. And there were times where you made really deep compromises that made you hate yourself. So it's not worth it to keep living this way, especially since living for them keeps you back. It holds you back from living for you and ultimately, hopefully, getting to a place where you can live for you independently. You see? The gremlin is not going to change. Whatever you do, it doesn't make it better when you choose to honor them or ignore them. Same outcome, babes. Same outcome. You're free to move in a way that pleases you. Now, in your freedom, also be aware of the fact that whatever choices you make now in your newfound freedom, those choices will still come with some consequences. Yes, at first you will feel like, what is this? What you're doing is bad because now you feel guilty for ignoring said gremlin party. But I don't know, a good thing can also feel bad. I mean, I don't want to get into it. Perhaps you should speak to your therapist about it. But yeah, doing a good thing can also still feel bad. Write it down, somebody. I'm kidding. Oh yeah, so that's number one. And number two, you now have evidence. Okay, at least I now have evidence. On Friday, I had a very hectic day, but I was still cycled. And that made me feel a little bit better about myself. So, there is evidence that if you do the thing, regardless of how you feel, things become better. And you get used to doing the thing, regardless of how you feel, and that will eventually become easier. So, even when you don't feel like it, just do the thing. And I also believe that as you do that, your palate, your appetite will change. There is a reason why your defaults are this way. Yes, perhaps they were easy, but they became easier because you kept on encouraging them and doing them, right? It just is how it is. Which wolf gets fat is the one you feed. And this works in all areas of your life. So even with regards to your thoughts, I am not saying ignore whatever you are going through and adopt this weird toxic positivity sort of mindset, because I mean, I've also been a victim of that, so I do understand how harmful such ideologies might be. But even with that, I hope that you, future Wanda, who will hopefully watch this again and not just throw it into it, and also you, viewer, I hope that you will realize, which yes, whatever it is that you're facing, it is real. It has hurt you, and your pain is real. It is, what is this? It shouldn't be ignored per se. However, I hope that you will choose right now to, regardless of what is happening, regardless of the hectic, bad, horrible things that are happening, don't shine a spotlight on them. Don't shine a spotlight on them unless shining a spotlight opens you up to aid. Because I think it's very unnecessary for you to struggle and suffer alone. There are certain things that need to be shared and said out loud, and I hope that you will find a person, an institution, a place to be able to share all of these things, and perhaps find a person who will share your burdens, who will advise you, who will, do life with you and help you recover from whatever is happening. I hope that you'll decide to pray into these things, and hope that the Lord will liberate you and fill you with a peace that surpasses all understanding. However, a better use of your time, a better use of your mind capacity, and all of those things is focusing on what is currently good in your life Because if you look hard enough, there will be a reason for you to be a little bit more grateful for how your life is today. If you look carefully, you will realize, Uguti, as much as yes, there are things that are going horribly wrong, there are things that are going fortunately well, wonderfully good. So focus on those things and be like, I'm glad this is happening to me, and recognize your fortune, and live with a bit more gratitude. And as you do that, also focus on the things that you want to be. So things are going horribly wrong, but Wanda, I'm an example. Obviously, you will take this mental exercise and apply it to your own life, and your life, you'll find what's relevant. Regardless of whatever is happening in my life, know that I would like to be a healthier, fitter, leaner human being. I need to always be of the mind because, hey, what is it? How can I show up today? Because obviously, with the things that are going horribly wrong, they distract, and they steal time, they steal resources, but like, how, even with that, how can I still show up for myself and do a little something to sort of kind of affirm, give myself that like affirmation, say, wait, now, you do still want that life, you do believe that you still deserve that life, and you believe it so much, you value it so much that you're working towards getting it and attaining it. So be aware of all the things that you claim you want, even with the words. If I am not practicing how to speak, if I am not practicing how to write a little bit better and communicate a little bit better, if I'm not spending time reading, do I really want the life that I claim I want? If I'm not spending time studying or coding or doing whatnot, do I really want to be a great web developer? Do I? You need to wake up one day and be like, hey, when your life doesn't say you want the things you claim you want, and then try to live your life in such a way that it confirms you are living in alignment. Your life is a life of one who claims to want the things that they say they want. And if you are finding that difficult, maybe spend a moment and be like, okay, what if I stop wanting all of these things? How will my life look? Would I love my life if I do not go all in and do the things that I said, or accomplish the things that I said I want to accomplish? Would I like my life then? And also perhaps take a moment and audit your life and be like, okay, if I spend every day doing the things that I did today, whether that how you try to resolve certain conflict, how you try to cope with said conflict, how you spend your time after the thing happened, how you think about it, like, if you spend all of your days like you spent today, would you like your life then? Because obviously, I hope you have a little foresight. You can picture the dominoes falling, because the things that you choose to not do and the things that you choose to do, they form your future. They make your world. So it's probably depending on how you are, because other people are very optimistic, other people not so much. I don't think I'm that optimistic. I'm probably going to freak out a little bit after I do that challenge with say, well, if I spent every day like I spent the past day or the past 2 days or whatever, would I like my life? It's just, I don't know, it's sobering. So don't avoid your life, don't escape into little TikTok challenges, and don't escape your life using food, if that's what you use sometimes. Don't escape your life. Sit here, be uncomfortable, because okay, at least I know I'm uncomfortable. That's why I want to transform my life so badly. But I also know that I like little cheats. You can take away a little of the discomfort by inserting a lot of pleasure and dopamine in this moment. So you get distracted a little bit and you feel like, I was actually okay, until you wake up 3 days later. You're like, oh snap, I had 3 days in which I could have accomplished XYZ, but you didn't do it. But anyway, yes, lovely chat, lovely chat. I hope that you will choose today to live life a little better than yesterday. I will probably come back on the weekend. I don't know why. In my head, Friday is weekend as well. Okay, not like Friday morning, but like Friday evening. It's weekend. So if you've noticed, some of my videos come on Friday, even though I said I am now a new creation. Wanda Sigela who posts on Wednesdays and all weekends. Friday is weekend, so make peace with that. So any day, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, weekend for me. It just is what it is, and I hope that's not going to be confusing for you. But anyway, cool. Bye. I hope that you'll choose today to live life a little better than yesterday. Cool.